All right, so if you are a single guy in your 30s, this video is for you. What we're going to be talking about today is we're going to be talking about what to do if you're a single guy in your 30s. If you follow this process, you are going to be able to get a girlfriend. I'm going to talk about what you need to have as a single guy in your 30s. I'm going to talk about the things to avoid. And in general, I'm going to talk about how tough it is, for guys in their 30s. What are some of the struggles that they have to deal with that maybe you didn't necessarily have to deal with in the past? So the first thing that we're going to talk about, if you're a single guy in your 30s, these are the things that you want to avoid. And they're huge. When you turn 30, especially a few years past that, you start noticing a lot of messages and things coming at you. Some of your friends start getting married. Some of your friends maybe already have been married and have kids. Maybe you're just scrolling social media and you see certain things you didn't see before. What the world and everybody is going to tell you is it's going to tell you you need to settle down now. Your fun's over. Give up. Start settling down. Now, what this is going to do for a lot of guys, and I coach these guys, they come to me and they want to get married so badly or they want to get into a relationship so badly. I can predict with a high percentage of accuracy that the guys who are running towards getting married are probably going to end up divorced, or they're going to scare away all the women who they really want and get really frustrated and burnt out. You cannot have this attitude. As a guy in his 30s, this can actually be the best time of your life. Men get the most matches on dating apps at age 38. That's when they have the most power on dating apps, okay? But most guys, they panic before 38. At 35, they're thinking like life is over. They're starting to judge themselves a lot. You really got to resist this. And by the way, I am not also saying that you should just wait till you're 38 so you can get the maximum amount of possibilities. No, if you want to get a girlfriend, if you want to get into a relationship, or if you want to have success with women, start now. The reason why you want to do that is because by the time you hit your peak, you're going to have the best. Or if you're in a relationship, who cares? Because you've already had enough. A guy in his early 30s can do extremely well as well too. There's no reason to rush as a guy. Your sperm quality and your ability to have kids, yes, it goes down a little bit over time, but we have a lot longer than women do. So the first thing that you got to ignore is pressure from friends. Okay, when friends start getting married, when friends start getting into relationships, they're going to start saying little things to you. When are you going to get married? When are you going to pick someone? And maybe if they settled in their relationship, they're also going to put pressure on you to do the same thing too. You cannot allow your friends' little subtle comments. Oh, where's your girl? When are you going to have kids? You start to judge yourself based on what your friends are doing. If you have friends, my recommendation would be to find new ones who are not married or in couples. Okay, I'm not saying you don't see them. If they invite you to a party, you can go, right? But most of the time, married people don't go out that much. Most people in couples don't go out that much. So they won't be down to go out. And when they do go out, they get tired. They just want to sit back and relax. They don't want to go to places where people are mingling, where you're going to actually be able to meet somebody. You have to have single friends in order for you to get this. And sometimes some guys will hang out with younger dudes. I personally think it's better for a guy. You can find guys who are around the same age as you who are also single as well. Okay, it is possible. All right, just get out there and find some. You can use some of the apps. There's a few apps like Time Left and things that I recommend where you can meet guys through that. But you can also meet them actually doing things that you like doing. I've met tons of guys through my gym. I've met tons of people who, are single through the physical activities that I do here in Austin. You can do the same. I've even met them at networking events, creator events, stuff like that. So get outside and avoid married couples. The next thing you want to avoid is pressure from family. Getting pressure from your family to conform to a certain thing, to do a certain thing. Again, you're going to get those subtle questions. Oh, when are you going to bring somebody around? When are you going to have kids? Do not be on their timeline for you. If you're an in shape, healthy guy, you can have kids later on in life. I'm not saying to wait until you're 50. Don't wait that long. Well, if you're already 50, that's still fine too. But just don't wait if that's what you want. But also don't rush into it. Okay, you should be going out and meeting people now. Your 30s can be the best time of your life, but also remind yourself about why you're doing this in the first place. Pressure from society. So these are some of the things you're going to see in social media. These are going to some of those things that you see in television or whatever it is. There's going to be little hints of judgment. You see even a couple on a television show and they're in their early 30s and they have 5 or 6 year old children. You're like, shit, man. These guys got married young. Don't judge yourself. Dude, people move at different speeds. I know plenty of guys who have had kids in their late 30s, even in their 40s, and they're living a great and happy life. Pressure from societies can come out. Also, the Instagram algorithm and YouTube algorithm, it's going to start sending you things that is going to be catered towards 30-year-olds. And some of them might be at a different timeline than you. So you have to be immune to all of the stuff that people are saying. So we've talked about the things to avoid. As a guy in your 30s, you have to be comfortable with who you are and on the right track. But in order for you to actually be a guy that women want, here are some of the things that you must have. You must have your own place. Now, speaking as a guy who was 33 and lived with 4 different roommates, we were in a mansion where I basically had an entire side of the house to myself. I had my office, I had my room, I had a bathroom, we had dogs, we had a pool, we had a jacuzzi. It was such a dope place that when me and my girlfriend were living there, like we had our own section, our own room. It felt like we were almost at our own house, okay? If you have a roommate, you better have a space that's yours or something like that. But you should not be living with roommates because you're broke and this is the only way you're gonna be able to afford to pay rent. And this brings us to the next one. You have the ability to make money. If you don't know how to make money by your 30s, start learning now. You have to know how to make money by the time you hit your 30s. Women are not dumb. They do not want to bring in a guy who is dependent on them for finances. Not only are they gonna have a child, probably be expected to raise it, but on top of that, they gotta pay your bills. They gotta take care of you. I don't want that at all. So they want a guy who can make money. The next thing is your 30s is when people start to get out of shape, right? They start letting themselves go. Be in shape. There's no reason why you can't get in shape by walking 10,000 steps a day and lifting weights a few times a week. And the final thing, and this is the most important one, is your social life. When men past the age of 25 get older, they start to lose friends every single year. People move away, people go other places. The relationships that you got from school, from your soccer team, from military, whatever, those people are starting to drift apart. And making new friends becomes harder, right? Maybe you can make friends at the office, but a lot of people work from home. Or the people at the office are a lot older than them. They don't get along or something like that. Or there's just not time for them to talk and make friends. So your social life starts to suffer. You start losing friends really, really fast. So what you want to do is you want to have groups of people that you can go meet with every single week. And the easiest one, in my opinion, is your fitness group. So joining a gym where they have like a high intensity interval training class 2 or 3 times a week. I go to mine twice a week. There's high rocks. There's other things that you can do as well too. And if you don't have any friends and you need to start and you don't have a gym that you can join, that you can meet friends at, then you can join an app called Time Left. Join Time Left, have dinner with a few friends every single week. Start building your social life. This is the thing that really holds people back. If you're a guy and you have the first 3 things, but you don't have the social life, it means nothing. Maybe you'll get a girl off of a dating app, but most guys have a lot of trouble with dating apps. If you want to know how to get more matches on dating apps, I have other videos for that. But basically, your social life is going to be the biggest component. And what I would recommend that you do is fill your social life with things that you actually enjoy doing. I don't know about you, but when I was being social, when I was 23 years old, I was going out to a bar and I was taking 5 vodka sodas, putting that down my throat, and then I would talk to random people, hang out with my friends that were there, and try and pick up girls. And I did that 4 nights out of the week. That was my socializing. I can't do that anymore. I'm not down to go to a random bar and get drunk 4 nights a week. I got a business to run. I got things I got to do, right? And if I get drunk, oh my God, the hangover it's a 2-day hangover. What I do now is I meet people through physical activities because those are the things that I enjoy doing, keeps me in shape. I get to meet people. I also get to meet very good looking people as well too. And you want to take people. So let's say we have like a workout class. So you have a workout class, you have like maybe 20 people in it, you're meeting some people there, then you can take them to a dinner or another event, and these become your friends, okay? If you've gone to somebody with a few different things, that is a friend. Friends are people who you do stuff with, and if you have a lot of those, chances are you're going to be not only meeting women that you're attracted to, but you're also going to be someone who has a life that women want to be a part of. When women look at a guy and he has no friends, they must think there's something wrong with him. Otherwise, he would have friends. So they go for guys who are more socially connected, even if they met him off of a dating app. You're also going to come across as just a much more confident person. The highest quality girl that you're ever going to meet is usually through a friend. It's not going to be through the phone. It's not going to be just randomly picking her up on the street, although learning how to approach is also going to be important too. What you want to do here is after you have your social life, after you have all of this in check, make sure that your mindset is right and you're on the goal that we've talked about. That is how a guy who is single in his 30s is really going to progress in life. And this can be the best time of your life, dude. If you got a lot of friends and you got money and you got people, well, you don't even have to have a lot of money, and you have like a mindset that's free, holy cow. I mean, your 30s can be exactly like your 20s. You just takes you a lot longer to recover from a hangover. So doing things with people, having the ability to do those, this is what's going to make a guy who is single in his 30s not be single for very long. And the other thing that you got to do is you got to make sure that you take care of yourself first. Picture yourself as already having that person in your life, already having someone who is special. If you knew with 100% certainty, I told you, hey, within 2 years, you were going to meet the love of your life, how much more would you enjoy and savor these 2 years of being single? You'd probably really enjoy it. But the problem is because people are so worried about being single for the rest of their lives and losing time and being an old dad or being all of these other things that they worry about, they don't have the time to enjoy a truly special moment in their lives, which is their 30s. When you're in your 40s, you wish you enjoy your 30s. When you're in your 30s, you wish you enjoy your 20s. That's how it works. So take the time right now to enjoy what you got. And you have the ability to change your circumstances if you want to. And this is the formula for being able to do it. It's very simple. This is what I help guys out with on a regular basis. So if you want help from me, or a member of my team, click the link down below, book a call, and we'll chat soon. Good luck out there, you guys.